Okay, today we're talking about mean, median, mode, and mean is the same as average. To find the mean, add all the numbers in a set of data and divide by the total amount of numbers you add. Here's an example. Data 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, and 3. To add all the numbers in a set of data. So I'm going to take all those numbers and I'm going to add them all together. So I'd say 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3. And that gives me a total of 30. Am I done? No, I'm not done, am I? Because then the next step is to divide. Divide by how many numbers we have. So there are 6 numbers, so I'm going to divide 30 by 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. If I had 30 on top of 6, it would mean divide also, okay? Because like every fraction is like a division problem. The number on top goes inside the box, the number on bottom goes on the outside. The mean, or the average, for this set of data is 5. Median. Median is the middle number in the set of data. Think about the median in the road. When you're driving down the road and you got that median right down the middle. To find the median, you must put all the numbers in the set of data in order from least to greatest. Example. Okay, is this set of data in order from least to greatest? What number should I start with if I want to start with the least? 3. What would be the number with a maximum value in this set of data? The maximum value. 9. 9 is has a maximum value. That means it has the biggest. The one with the minimum value would be 3. So I start with 3. I have to put them all in order. Now I could just eyeball it and say, oh yeah, I think I have all the numbers. You do. When you write it down, once you order the numbers, you need to strike through each number as shown. So when you're looking at your computer screen or a sheet of paper, write all the numbers down, and as you're writing them down in order, you're going to strike them from left to right. But also what you need to do is, as you're writing the numbers on the paper, you need to strike through the numbers in the set of data so you make sure you get all the numbers. Okay? Now if you look to find the median, you start on the far left, you cross out the 3. You start on the right, you cross out the 9. You keep alternating back and forth, back and forth. But there's a problem. We have 2 medians left. So, what does it say I need to do to find the median when there's 2 numbers left?
Add the 2 numbers together and divide by 2.
Okay, so you add the 2 numbers together and then you divide by 2. In this case, my 2 numbers are left over are 5 and 7. So I take 5 plus 7. What does it mean when there's a line under the number? Divide it. So 5 plus 7 divided by 2. What's 5 plus 7? 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So in this case, my median is 6. If I had 2 numbers left over like 6 and 7, what would be the halfway point? What's halfway between all numbers? 0.5, which means half. So you need to always remember that also. You will never have 0.6, 0.7. It's always going to be direct middle. So it's either going to be a whole number or that number 0.5. You'll never have 5.3, 5.1. It doesn't work that way. You have to always get the exact middle. And to get halfway between, it's always 0.5. Okay, mode. Mode is a number which occurs the most. Order your data from least to greatest. So my assumption in this case is I keep seeing that repeated constantly. What's the first thing you should always do when you see a set of data? What do you think you should do when you first see a set of data?
Write the data down.
Okay, write the data down, and then what do you do with it?
You add.
You
Order the data from least to greatest.
Okay, you put it in order from least to greatest. So every time you see data, automatically put it in order from least to greatest, because you're going to eventually have to do that anyways, right? If there are two numbers that occur the same amount of times, you will have two modes. If all numbers only occur once, you will have no mode. Let's look at this example. Is my data in order from least to greatest? No. What's the minimum number that's going to need to start?
3.
3, and what's the maximum? 9. So put all the numbers in order, and if you were right now, you would be going up in the box and crossing off as you write them down, just to make sure you have the same exact numbers. Because if you miss one number, will you get the answer right? Nope. Okay, 5 happens 2 times. Do you see any other numbers that happen twice?
9.
Any other numbers? No. Okay, so the mode is 5 and 9. Here's another example. Can I just look at that and say, oh, every number happens once? No, don't do that. What's the first thing you always need to do?
Order from least to greatest.
Okay, order from least to greatest. I'm in order from least to greatest. And now when we have all the numbers, do you have any that are side by side that are the same? Is there a mode? No. In this case, there would be no mode. So when you get home, you're doing your homework, you say, oh, all these numbers just happened once. Let me just pick a random number. Or maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm supposed to get like 6.5 because that's in the middle. What would that be if I said 6.5? That'd be the median. In this case, there is no mode. You don't have to have an answer for that. Do you just put 0? No, because 0 doesn't happen multiple times on there, does it? You have to write the words no mode or you'll get it wrong. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, and the last thing we're going to talk about is range. Range is a distance between the largest and the smallest number in the set of data. Range is helpful when plotting intervals on a graph. To find range, what do you do with the numbers?
Order from least to greatest.
Okay, you're going to order them from least to greatest. And this time you're going to subtract the number on the far left, the smallest number, from the number on the far right, the greatest number, or the number with the minimum value and the maximum value. Does it take time to write out all the numbers? Yes. Positively that you got 100% on it if you do? Yep. So if I take the number with the maximum value, which is 9, and I take the number with the minimum value, which is 3, what do I do with those two numbers?
Subtract.
Okay, you subtract them. 9 minus 3 is 6. So in this case, the range is 6. But, as I said earlier, always remember to order your numbers from